start looking at the career arc of a lot of players that have either been drafted or been there. Now, look, Tyrese Halliburton, he was, him and De'Aaron Fox. Tyrese Halliburton was a steal of the draft 2 years ago, and then they just shipped him away for an all-star, so you understand that. Marvin Bagley
all right, we back in.
expectations, and you know about, that when you had Luka, you
Nah,
had
still
Trey and all
might
those guys right after that. So
swap
Davion
these
Mitchell,
units.
great defender. That's what they
Yeah, I'm not mad at this.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're just getting started in the first quarter. Second and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this off to ETN. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'm down for these white jerseys, blacks, and the black shoes. Let's go. Let's get it.
They're going to look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. He is going to
man, let me hit him.
And he's going to be taken down.
Jesus.
At the Ravens 33.
Okay, so Tyreek Hill on 3rd down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw.
Let me catch that fucking
Anthony
ball.
Schwartz, the intended target, and it's third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 8 on the year as they have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Wrapped a deal headed to Charlotte in return for the son of a former LA Clipper, Kobe Bryant. And here's Bryant. Wow. George Hill to the Pacers in exchange for the rights to Kawhi Leonard. 2014 MVP. So the Goods just going to take each other's picks. Raptors are going to take Jameson. The Warriors are going to take Carter.
Seattle will send Ray Allen to Boston for this number 5 pick.
Jeff Green, Georgetown University. Don't look for Nowitzki to stay with their respective teams.
Mavericks on the clock. We've heard that they likely have a deal with Atlanta.
The Seattle Supersonics select Scott Pippen. I'd like to announce a trade.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Now the try here for the point after. And he puts it through. It's a 10-8 game now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Ravens taking the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let me out,
And
man.
he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to
No. Get your hands on him, Dante.
At about the 35.
His name ain't
It's
Dante. His name is Dylan.
It'll bring up second down. Now they try the right side here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Oh, Henry Ruggs is open.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Speed it up.
On the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Lance to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the
Chances are, honestly, there's only a handful of guys that are good enough to stay on one franchise for the entirety of their career. Look at my draft, right? Giannis and I were the last 2 guys to be a
ball there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again, Curtis. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Let's get it. Oh, Drake.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Lance going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Drake.
And this has been a
Stay
nice
Farm.
answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Shit.
Over the middle, complete. That's Newton. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw, it's Lance. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they jump out in front here. It's 11-10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start with one of the toughest rivalries of this or any other week. Pittsburgh playing host to Cincinnati in the AFC North. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And that game all tied up as they host the visiting Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Curtis steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of the strike. That threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down is Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Yeah,
I felt that coming. Down to the 10-yard line.
Oh, that fell away, yeah. And it's a nigga that I like.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
And as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security.
Damn.
And none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their.
If you're going to be an all-star, your team has to get good. It ain't going to just be your numbers. If you're looking at, going to OKC, your team's has to be good. So
throw the ball.
Tight. Away from being like elite or getting their guys to the all-star game based off that.
Way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a first and goal. They'll come out throwing here.
Let me have it. Let me have it.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Damn. Pull it back.
Here's a give to ETN. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on third and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Oh, my God, y'all.
Travis Etienne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Monarchs are once again back in front. They'll look to throw.
Bro, turn around. And I know, damn it. I know what the fuck is going on.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Lance now on first down.
Oh, my God.
And this will be scooped up by the defense.
I hate Trey Lance, bro.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
I'm tripping. My bad.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And
It's start your business time. Real estate is booming. I should be moving. It's business time. So.
I told you, Corey.
Mm-hmm. Ward, Boston, Ray, Orlando, Jay Sheldon, Cleveland. Yeah. Put the starters in.
to the 19, so
Oh, wait.
They are good, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I always said that they're way better. The computer version of them is way better than the user version. Mason, you can return kicks.
probably should have opted for the touchback.
Man, shut up. Don't talk about Riley's
The
decision making.
Ravens ready to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got
Oh, you didn't have your starters in? I
No.
didn't know that.
I don't start my starters.
Sometimes it's
Yeah,
hard to
I got my
believe
depth
There are
chart kind of
times
like
this
in a
game
way
is about
that like
patience,
niggas that I
isn't it?
want to play
Guys
get to
had the
play
game he
more than
expected,
niggas that
but that run there,
supposed to
that may
start
get him
get to
going.
play.
I
I
was
guess.
just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Lance now on first down.
Woo!
That nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a handoff here to his running
block
back.
him.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Lance now to throw.
No!
And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their
Well, I can get a
first
first
pick of the
down,
game,
but
but he
Jesus
does bring
Christ.
up 4th down.
I've actually run this fucking
Trying
play
to get their
3 times
tight end
now.
involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look
If
his way at
he's,
all in the
yeah,
first
Drake's over
half,
there,
but I'll
Henry
bet
Ruggs
you
is there.
the offensive
Oh, they
coordinator
moved
made
Henry
a note
Ruggs
of
to the
that
slot.
and said, "Let's
That
get him
makes sense.
involved
Okay, dollar
because
bills
he could be
come
a big
across
time
late. No,
playmaker for us."
come across late, bro. Man, just block this nigga, please. Who is this? Oh.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Ah. Dollar
And this
bill,
time he's got
y'all.
the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to
Thought
have
I
this
threw it
across
this too. I really
midfield
did
and
throw it too late,
inside the
but I threw it.
45.
I guess I threw it correctly.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
All right.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Lance. He finds his man complete. It's Newton. Working with a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun. Lance incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're going to speed things up here. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Yeah, Goldie. Let's go.
Line. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down now, it's Gardner. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Holding and a touchdown. Fuck.
But we have a marker on the field. Let's see
on
if this
3rd and
stands.
2. On 3rd and fucking 2. Biff.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, and he dropped.
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Run that weak ass shit again. Damn, I'm really.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some
Drake.
chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd
Drake, get
quarter.
open, dog.
As he'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll go for it. Lance.
Bad throw.
It's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football.
I should have been patient, and I should have just waited on Dollar Bill to come across. He's not. Yeah, that's the play, though. And I was right, because Drake does get up, and it's a small window.
Not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Open man is
Hit it.
Hill. He's got it.
You get the first down?
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 11 now. They'll look to throw.
Pick that off. Oh, man, that was it.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Cool. And he dropped it. Perfect.
On the drop.
Perfect.
That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fielded just inside the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return.
Bobby, who is your late round sleeper heading into tonight?
I'm going to say Peyton Watson from UCLA. And people are going to look at his box score, and he averaged 12.7 minutes, and he could potentially be the first person who's averaged the fewest points per game drafted in the first round. 3.3 points.
Shout out to Daniel Orton.
That's right. Well, the track record of those players who there didn't turn out that well. But I look at Watson here, 6'9", 7'1" wingspan. This is a developmental pick down the road as far as
11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Come on, we score on this play.
And he's taken down right at the 45.
Go get him. Go get him, Twan. Go get him, baby cheetah.
On first and 10, here's
Go
Lance.
get him, baby cheetah.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that
You
one
lucked up.
incomplete.
Just didn't have enough space.
Trying to sneak
That's
it
cool.
over the clock
You
running
good.
down. But to no
Damn,
avail,
no.
as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
Throw that ball, bro. Throw the ball, Trey. Yeah, like a little more space to throw that bitch. I also took too long to throw that bitch. Boom, throw it. Ball got to be gone right now. One more tick. The ball got to be ahead of him.
Here's
See if
second
we
and
can
10.
sneak one.
Now a handoff looking
Let
right.
me do that.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action, now it's Lance. Rolling to his right.
Bro, go
That's gonna
up the
wind up
fucking
incomplete.
field.
Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Lance and company going on fourth down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet
Good
sweep.
fucking block.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
3rd and interest of 4th and fucking 3, dog. Too cute.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. 7 yards the pickup there. Three yards remain for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Schwartz.
God damn, y'all.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Boy!
Catch, he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Back to throw again.
Pick it off. That's bullshit.
Able to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
He's out of bounds.
The completion good for only
14.
6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Go down 17. I still got to score 3 fucking times.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Fuck, all in points.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
Man, come on.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
I'm telling you,
when they want you to lose, you will lose.
I'm telling you, it's been bad too. And I really should have just restarted that hoe for real. But when I backed out, I should have restarted that.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this
just
second
run
half.
by him,
Here's
please.
First and 10.
One of y'all, Antoine, run by him, bro.
Shotgun now
tick,
for
tick,
Lance.
tick. Oh, he didn't get by him.
This one deep right side.
Damn. And now he throw the ball far. Fuck
We've
off.
seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
If Biff is one-on-one, I'm throwing it to him. If Twan is one-on-one, oh, there you go.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get
Let's do it quickly, y'all. Quickly.
Inside the 5-yard line.
Man, I just know that they're going to let that nigga catch that ball.
Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate.
Yeah, okay, it's a bucket.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Let's get him. Come on.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Oh, and I called a timeout on accident. Get the fuck out of here.
Lead us to the 2-minute
warning. My goodness.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll run with ETN. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They'll try and throw for it.
Bro,
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for the home team here, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I just
crew,
turned it over 3 times and lost by 13. Turned it over 3 times. Didn't convert 3 4 downs. Didn't convert no fucking 3rd downs. 5 for 13. That shit is awful. Not performing on 3rd down, bro. Didn't perform in the red zone either. Got in the red zone 6 times and only scored twice. That's not good. Just going for it. But those, 4? Yeah. 4 field goals. Janky than a bitch. Went for it twice. I got 1 2-point conversion. What? Yeah, I couldn't have gotten any 2-point conversions. 1 for 2. Fuck. Boom, boom, boom.
Doing some research right now, so hopefully, before the season starts, maybe we can get the games down a little bit. But no, it wasn't on me. I'm a natural.
And what it was called Osterate. There was 0.1% of it found in my system, which is, if you know what that is, it's a contamination, not something directly taken.
All right, so Kimberly, what's the latest on the suspension for D-Hop?
So I did some research too after hearing the comments because back in May, DeAndre Hopkins actually withdrawn his appeal for the game suspension. I checked it, and from what I was told, there were no changes. No changes were anticipated between the team or the league as far as the suspension goes. So as far as we know, the 6-game suspension will be upheld. So his comments I found very interesting.
Okay, yeah, me as well. I was sort of thinking to myself, I thought this story had already wrapped up. Hopefully that's a little bit of life breathed into it. But Hopkins was also asked about his confidence in his team if they have to play without him for those first 6 games. Take a listen.
I've been good. Recovering, healing. Unfortunately, I got to miss 6 games. But, it is what it is. But, the team will be ready, and I'll be ready when I'm on. I'm a competitor, so, anytime I'm not on the field, for me it's frustrating. But, that's it's NFL, next man up. So, I have no doubt in those guys to win those 6 games until I'm ready.
Well, how's this for a 3-game stretch to begin the NFL season? The Chiefs, the Raiders, the Rams. 3 teams who, of course, went to the playoffs last year. Even though ESPN Football's Power Index, those are kind of toss-up games. The back half of those first 6 games appear to be a little bit more favorable for the Cardinals with games against the Panthers, Eagles, and Seahawks. Perhaps Carolina and Seattle, even on the road, could be winnable games there. Hey, this is a tough schedule for the Cardinals coming out of the gates. How many of these games, can they win these games? How many can they win?
Yeah, Field, I'm with you. Especially the first 3, the Chiefs, Raiders, and Rams. Those are 3 very good teams. They could start 0-3, if you ask me. And what this is going to do with D-Hop not being there, you'll have a quarterback, okay, that feels like he needs to get...
New York, I'm out here, man. Party tonight, throwing a dope-ass party.
Like D-Hop, I can have the...
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Jumbo. As you can see, I'm in the city, man. What's good? New York, I'm out here, man. Party tonight, throwing a dope-ass party tonight.
He's supposed to be there, but the trust is there, so I'm going to throw it. So that's not there now. Receivers that I have, even though I can't see maybe through the passing window, so now I have to do more, and I'm going to take off. So now the Superman cape comes on, and possibly Kyler Murray has to do more, and well, maybe he'll take more hits because of it, and durability has been a question for Kyler Murray, so this is the whole thing. D-Hop, just a huge subtraction for a quarterback that desperately needs him.
Yeah, Teddy, that's right. 0-3 could be So with him, he's 8-2. Without him, he's 1-4. Again, when you don't have a go-to guy, you don't have somebody that you can just throw it up to, that's a problem. And we've seen him early in the season. He looks great. You see him in the first 2 months of the season. He's fresh. He's running around people. He's making people miss. He's running for touchdowns. But then November, December, he starts to slow down a little bit because those hits are adding up. He's getting beat up a little bit. He's not the biggest guy. He's not a big physical presence like a Josh Allen. So that could be an issue, especially in the first 6 weeks of the season where he's going to have to put more on his shoulders and try and run more or scramble more. He's going to take more hits.